Imagine how, look, think of him now, right?
There it is.
That's the worst thing I've ever seen. I tell you, it looks like a Diddy man gone wrong.
It's
it looks like a
extraordinary.
Diddy man prostitute. That is.
Is that the one, Carl? Is that
Well, it was a different colour. It had a yellow at mine.
No, but look. How do they get? Tell them they
Okay, so,
it's going to eBay.
So you need to log on to ebay.co.uk. I'm sure you've used it before. It's the online marketplace, ebay.co.uk. And if you type in Victoria Plum, I'm assuming that you can track this down.
That's amazing.
It's the worst piece of rubbish I've
just
ever
think
seen.
how cute he was as a kid, though, doing that. Just think of him, just going, just seeing that and thinking, oh, like, she likes gnomes. It's the worst thing I've ever seen.
I mean, to be fair, I mean, I don't know what her prize collection of gnomes looks like, but I can't imagine they're much better than that. I mean, gnomes are a fairly grotesque thing. But certainly your mum's taste and discretion is...
Did you have those houses on your estate? You'd go in there and it was just loads of those dolls still in their packaging all around the room. And sort of like one of those homes that keeps the, sort of packaging on the three-piece suite.
Why don't you buy another one for her for Christmas?
Yeah.
Just
It's $3.99 it looks like. That's £2.49. Because that was $3.99.
Well,
Oh, buy it, Carl.
because I've sorted out her passport this year anyway. I'll get her that next year. Right, so listen, right?
Okay.
So, last educating Ricky of the year.
Oh, Christ.
What a cat toast.
Yeah, let's do that then. Victoria Plum.
There's this woman, right?
Yeah.
This woman, she's reading Guinness Book of Records,
Yeah.
and she's flicking through, and she notices that there's a world record for a cat, right, with 27 toes, right? So she reads it and she thinks, well, that's not right, because her cat's got 28.
What do you mean your cat's got 28?
Her cat's got 28 toes. So she was like, well, hang on a minute, mine should be in there. So there was
I
like,
missed the very beginning of this.
she was,
Just looking through the Guinness Book of Records.
Oh,
Sees the
hold
record.
on.
Toes, looking
Right.
through, and it said the record for the cat's toes was 27. She thought, hold on. Hold on a minute, Ross McWhirter. My cat's got one more than that cat, so go on.
anyway, so she said, you know, the person doing the interview with her said, you know, is it happy? And she said, yeah, you know, it's great, and it's really good in the snow.
Right. It gets through a lot of nail varnish.
Well, you know, that's what it said, right? It said it's really good in the snow. So, I just was thinking, I mean, that's it, really.
That's not it.
That's the end of that story. But
Brilliant.
But what I'm thinking is, right,
It was two cats welded together.
No, she said, you know, it's happy. So, is the other sort of disabilities where, in a way, it's not all bad?
Oh, Christ.
No, do you know, like, that book Steve brought in for me? And there was a fella there, wasn't he, who had 3 legs, who was a juggler. And I was like, what's the point of that?
What do you mean, what's the point of that? What's the point
Well,
of
he's
what?
not taking advantage of having 3 legs, is he, being a juggler?
Yeah, he said he should be a footballer.
Right? So, but... No, but in a way, he's used it, hasn't he? He's probably not even that good at juggling. But, because he's got 3 legs, people have gone, well, I'll give him a chance. Let's go and see him anyway, see if he's any good.
Yeah.
Right? So, what I'm thinking is he anything else? We've mentioned, the midgets today who are good at robbing cars. Because they can get through the windows like Dukes of Hazzard.
Sorry, so listen, look, I'd just like to say, this is the Radio Authority listening, we are in no way suggesting that one midget's forte in life is robbing cars, or that if you're a midget sitting at home feeling sorry for yourself, that you should go out robbing cars. I'd just like to say, this is Carl Pilkington talking.
No,
The
no, no.
views of Carl Pilkington do not necessarily reflect those of XFM or us.
Yeah.
But it was a TV programme, so it's not me, I'm just saying what I've seen on
That
telly.
you didn't see.
That somebody told me about.
Yeah, just so you could be wrong, just like a lot of your spurious facts that you just see on the internet, you know.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
So, is there anything else? We've seen the fellow with 3 legs.
So what you're saying is there a disability that is actually an advantage?
Yeah.
Right,
I mean,
okay.
Steve mentioned about the disabled loo. They're always really roomy and like got multi-gym facilities in them.
Multi-gym facilities!
Oh, do you know what I mean?
Multi-gym facilities! What do you mean,
There's
Carl?
always bars everywhere and that, isn't there?
That's not parallel bars.
Yeah,
That's
they
to help
don't
them
do
get up.
gymnastics!
They're not in there working
Yeah,
out.
but I'm just saying though, do you know what I mean? So in a way, they've got that. So, always, what I'm saying is, when you look on the brighter side, it's like Elephant Man would have never got up and gone, oh, look at my hair today.
Nor do you.
No, but do you know what I mean? He would never have that problem.
You're a maniac.
Forget it. I thought we'd be able to like, get a serious discussion going here.
Well, okay then. So this is a serious discussion, is it?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's treat it sensitively then. If you really want a serious discussion and talk about whether there are some disabilities that are an advantage, let's think of some then, shall we?
Well, I've said 3 already.
Yeah. You can't say if you're deaf, Bobby Davro won't annoy you. That doesn't count as an advantage. Do you understand? Do you know what I mean?
Carl's looking at you thinking that's brilliant.
Yeah. Yeah.
We'll leave it then. I'll come up with a better feature for next year. We'll bin that.
Oh,
So if you've got any
We've
disabilities...
been that like that was going to be a feature.
What, you were hoping that would be a spin-off feature? Disabilities are actually
Well, it's
an
another
advantage.
form of do we need them? It's like,
But that's Carl. Think of it. It's like that joke. A bloke that wakes up in hospital says, "Good news and bad news. Bad news is we've had to amputate both legs. What's the good news? The fellow in the next bed wants to buy you slippers." See, that's not an advantage. It's a joke. That doesn't really happen. People don't go, "Oh, that is good news." Yeah, I'll probably get a quid for 'em. Do you know what I mean?
But the fellow with 3 feet, what would he do?
Well, he'd buy a pair and then just nick one of those because they put out one shoe, don't they? Are those, yeah, if you've got one leg, you can nick shoes. Good point,
Right,
Carl.
now I'm getting you thinking.
Yeah.
Right, so we'll do Rockbusters Answers next then.
Happy Christmas, war's over and all that.
Indeed, yeah.
Brilliant tune.
Great tune. And
Well,
lovely
I've
sentiments.
had a great time. Merry Christmas, everybody. I hope we haven't offended you by some of Carl's rantings. Just think of what he's gone through in his life. That
Right.
Victoria Plum incident.
Carl, I've got a little gift for you here before we go.
Oh, you're joking. I haven't got you anything.
Well, no, you haven't got your girlfriend anything. I wasn't expecting much. It's not exciting, but it's worth taking. In fact, why don't you just re-gift that straight away?
It's alright, cheers for that.
It hasn't even looked at it.
It's
He hasn't-
champagne.
Yeah, that's not the champagne we got free from the BBC, is it?
It's not actually, no, Rick, because that is far too good for the likes of Carl.
Oh, right.
And I wasn't going to give it to you. You wouldn't appreciate it. That's just sparkling wine.
Oh, brilliant. Oh, I love that.
Yeah, he doesn't know the difference.
I'm seeing Carl on Christmas Day 'cause he's around Christmas Day in London, so I'll get a little gift then, Carl.
Alright.
That'd be good, wouldn't it? It'd be a nice little.
Okay, answers. We must give the answers.
You would have to go to bed at 6 though, so we can play.
Right, here's the last clues of the year. You had, there's a load of letters there asking for advice. Put them on Claire's desk.
Go
that
on,
was
no idea.
F. That was for foreigner. For Rayner.
I don't know what you mean.
Claire Rayner. She took advice. She gave people advice. So that's a foreigner.
That is shit.
Right.
I'm sorry. That may be Christmas. That is absolute
A
dark.
lot of people got the right answer.
I know. Well, that annoys me even more.
Number
The
2.
second one, ask your mum.
Foreigner.
Yeah.
Foreigner.
Second one, ask your mum if you should. That was S. That was Shalimar. Shalimar. Right?
No, bizarrely, what was the clue there?
Ask your mum if you should.
No, we got a lot of people saying Smashing Pumpkins as the answer to that. But I don't know who's saying that today, Mum. Smashing Pumpkins. Merry Christmas, Mum. Smashing
Thanks very
Pumpkins.
much. Nice bollocks. Oh, that's great. That's great.
Right.
Smashing Pumpkins. Your dad bought them for me for Christmas.
Yeah.
And the last one,
Lovely plums. What, my Victorians?
Oh, God.
right, we've got to wrap it up.
Come on, then.
A couple of people were arguing in the supermarket at the fruit and veg counter. That was B, that was Banana Drama, who were like having an
What do
argument.
you mean Banana Drama? What? No, wait. What group is Banana Drama? What group is Banana Drama? You're a fool. You're a twat.
When you say that, but you accuse Carl of that, you're also accusing lots of the listeners, including the winner, Nicola Rogers, of London, and she wins those great prizes, and she got them bang on, so...
Banana Drama.
So, can
we finish there now?
just play the ads and go?
What?
No, what are you talking about? We're going to play Jerry
Jerry
Mitchell.
Mitchell
We've seen it all day.
Play that then.
Goodness me, Carl, look at you.
We haven't got time.
Merry Christmas, Carl.
Merry
Yeah,
Christmas,
yeah.
Carl.
Enjoy the show.
Let's give him a little kiss.
Oh, little kiss.
Oh, no, I
with tongues, it's Christmas.
No, stop messing about. Get up!
It's coming on Christmas.
It's the best of. You've been voting in all week, sending your emails. So here's the clips that you wanted. Carl Pilkington in the chair now. The talked about, the acclaimed Educating Ricky.
Right, well, just in case anyone's new, doesn't normally listen, basically, I'm educating Ricky. Do a bit of research in a week, find stuff, news, history, anything that's interesting. 3 stories, I give them a nice little headline. You take your pick. Between now and 3, you're going to learn 3 things. Yeah?
Yeah.
So, the headlines are, I'll be no buying one of them.
Give us that again.
I'll be no buying one of them.
Nice, okay.
Yeah. We've also got Hippopotamus News.
Okay.
And Can You Believe It?
Can you believe it?
Well, I'm going to go for Potter News.
Hippopotamus News?
News.
Right, well, this one, it's... I'm not going to take the credit here. I heard Christian talking about this on breakfast, right? Because it's a good story that happened. Basically, I don't know if I told you about it last week when we were having our spaghetti, but
I think you did.
Right,
I know what it is. I know what this is.
Okay, I've not heard this.
right, there's a little midget. Right, there's a circus,
I'm loving it already.
Circus going on somewhere. I think it was in America. And
Is that present day or old times?
I'm talking like in the last 3 weeks.
Okay.
Right, little midget circus, really packed out show. People are loving it.
Right, Steve, you'll ask the same question I did, I know.
So there's a little midget jumping up and down on a trampoline.
That's what circus is.
Right?
I'd pay good money to see it.
So everyone's clapping and he's getting carried away.
Because he can't believe he's he can't believe they're loving it. I didn't know they'd like a little person on a trampoline, but they love me.
But you know what it's like when if there's a crowd of people sort of encouraging you to sort of go higher and stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm sure he knew it was getting out of hand. But he was jumping and he was coming down the road going higher and he's going really high in the air, right? So he's doing this. Crowd are clapping. There's a hippo, right, just sat next to the trampoline, getting ready to come on and do his act.
Oh right, I thought he was in the audience.
That's it, getting ready to do his act, Steve.
Yeah.
So
He's a ventriloquist.
What do you mean he's sitting by the trampoline waiting to do his act?
Because it's
Why does he sit in the dressing room and they go, 5 minutes, Mr. Mus, 5 minutes, Mr. Mus.
So anyway, right, so the hippo's there.
He's getting annoyed, is he? Because the midget's
He's going,
into
how
his
can I
time.
follow this? How
Yeah.
can I, this is really annoying. They're going to be, no.
So
He's thinking, he's already done the trampoline, my pogo stick out, he's never going to work.
Yeah, go on, so there's a hippo waiting. See, it's a great story and I just know he embellishes it or it gets slightly wrong. Go on.
So
there's a midget jumping up and down, the hippo's getting annoyed.
The crowd are going mad,
crowd
the
are going
midget's
mental.
loving it, can't believe his luck. Although you think, he probably knows he's dicing with danger.
Yeah. So next thing you know, they're all saying higher, higher. He gives it one big, like, heavy sort of landing on the trampoline, goes really high, but goes off at a funny angle.
Oh,
Hypotenuse.
okay.
Yeah. And sort of flies off.
Hypotenuse!
Sure.
Flies off at a funny angle.
Oh dear.
Hippo's there, swallows him whole. Crowd are clapping, thinking that's why the hippo was waiting there.
Rubbish. Rubbish.
It's not rubbish though.
But no, maybe there was an accident in a circus with a midget and a hippo in, but at no point was this hippo waiting to go on, going, come on. The midget flew off at hypotenuse and landed in the hippo's mouth and was swallowed whole. This is what you embellish it. That is great. And what's
I
that?
have to say though, Rick, when I heard midget trampoline hippopotamus, I was thinking accident waiting to happen.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
maybe. I mean,
It is that you should never put those three together.
Never.
It's a recipe for disaster.
It's
Everyone knows that. Midget trampoline hippopotamus. Are you mental?
You're asking for trouble.
Well,
You know when he told me it, he said, and the midget, he didn't mention the hippopotamus, and he said the midget went on and soon he fell off, and the hippo ate him. And I said, sorry, what was the hippo doing there? He went, it's a circus.
I've never heard of a circus having a hippo.
What do hippos do?
What can they do? You can't train them, can you?
What do you
Aren't they like very deadly? They're huge, aren't
You can't have a hippo in a circus. You're not thinking of Zippo?
they? He's neither clown.
Yeah. And it wasn't some sort of where Zippo was eating a midget, and it's some sort of horrible sexual act.
No, it was definitely. I heard it on breakfast, right?
Oh, okay, sorry.
No, it's definitely a fact.
Yeah, okay, right, okay, good. Well, let's play a record then.
4.9, I'm Ricky Gervais, with me Stephen Merchant. It's the best of. You've been voting in all week, sending your emails, so here's the clips that you wanted. Me and Carl went out, right? With me and Jane, Carl and Johnny and Gigi, wasn't it?
Gigi,
Is it important who went?
No.
Okay.
But we're walking on the street, Carl was there though, and he can back me up on this. We had a curry, we were walking back, and this little funny homeless fella, didn't he? He, oh, I got to tell it before I go, didn't he?
Yes.
He came up to me, right? And he recognised it. And he came up to me and he went, oh! He said, I've just nicked 5 of your DVDs from HMV. And he shook my hand. He was so happy with it. And I went, right, excellent. He went, all I do is I just swing the bag over the top. Like that, when I'm going out. And he had a bag full of DVDs, didn't he? And he was so pleased to tell me that he'd stolen. Isn't that great?
He said they're going like hotcakes.
He said they're going like, of course they are! Yeah. No, don't we?
So not the stolen ones?
Don't we?
No. What do you mean? Did you sign them for him? I know you were, you idiot. What, so, he just nicked 5...
Yeah.
Well, you say he was homeless, was he?
Well, he don't know, maybe.
No.
Surely, how would he have seen the show? He'd just walked past Curry's one morning.
Dixon's.
Yeah.
Yeah, tell you,
Seen
yeah.
a trailer for it, thought, interesting.
I don't know if he was homeless. I didn't go into his home
Sure.
life.
He shook his hand, though, and...
But he made Carl look smart, do you know what I mean? So, how does he sell them? Where does he sell them? Does he go to people and go, do you want an Office DVD? They're not nicked.
yeah.
4 quid.
Yeah, exactly. Are these stolen? Yeah.
No. They've still got the tags on them.
Well, it's like those people who, you're those cab drivers that you'll meet at sort of 3 in the morning who've just got a car
Yeah.
and just went out with a car.
Yeah.
And just, I'll pick people up and charge them.
Yeah.
I got in one once, I said to him, the guy just pulled up, I said, he said, I was in like East London, I'm going back to North London. I said, yeah, going to Swiss Cottage. He went, sure, hop in. We set off, he went, do you know the way? I said, well, not really, no. I thought you'd know the way. You're in a cabbie, aren't you? He went, no, don't really know the way there. I said, have you got an A to Z? He went, no. I thought, well, if you're going to go out just on the, just winging it as a cab driver,
Yeah.
2 things, take a map and a torch. He didn't have either. He said, well, I'll probably get to Camden. I said, right, I'll direct you from there. Drove on for about 5 minutes, making conversation. About 5 minutes later, he went, do you know the way to Camden? I thought you knew the way to Camden. I don't really know the way. I thought it was...
Oh.
It was lewd.
Let me out. 4 quid.
Exactly. And that's... I don't know who's got that sort of time on their hands that they just think, it's 3 in the morning, I'm at a loose end. I think I'll go out doing a bit of cabbing.
Wow. Yeah.
Because your dad was a cabbie, wasn't he?
Yeah, it was, yeah. Couldn't stand it, but it's good money.
He was he wasn't like a chancer, though.
What was he doing when he put that little Forrest Gump in a wheelie bin?
That was part of the cab company thing. They had to do like a charity event once a year, and he did it 1 year. Never asked him again.
Tell us the story again. I know you told
I'd
it,
rather not,
Why?
Because we got a few sort of complaints about it.
Why? What do you get complaints about it?
Because he put a kid in a bin, and it's not the thing to do. So,
But we could use it as a sort of sobering lesson for people.
Yeah, tell it like a, you shouldn't do it.
nah, yeah, but that's how I did it last time, but people still didn't like it. All the stuff I tell you, we don't take the mickey out of people on purpose.
No.
It's real life, innit? And that goes on in life.
Yeah,
My dad was saying that in hospital, though. Do you know I was in hospital?
Yeah.
He did some jokes about old people and that, and he said at the end of the day, if something makes you laugh, it's funny. Do you know what I mean? So, what are you meant to do? And laughing's good for you.
Yeah.
So,
But
even
being
though
laughed at isn't as good for you, is it?
No, but there's probably more people laughing at one person, so if you balance it out, there's only one person who's upset and there's a bunch of people laughing. So, it's
Genius! Give me an example of that. Give me an example.
Well, for instance, Carl Pilkington as he talks and the people listening.
yeah. No, give me an example of
I can't, because again, that's what I'm saying. I can't tell you the story, because there might be someone out there who... This person might even be listening and think, I forgot about that and you brought it all back to me now. So I'd prefer to leave it, but I think people know...
Why did he put him in the bin in the first place?
Because he was getting out of hand.
What was he doing, though?
You see, I can't explain without...
You can't! Don't be silly!
I prefer to leave it, honestly.
What was he doing? Was he annoying him?
he was annoying me dad and the other people in the cab.
Right.
And he thought, how can I deal with this before it gets too out of hand?
Yeah.
He pulled over and put the lad in a wheelie bin.